few days ago, like few weeks ago, like I think I talked to my friends about the possibility or even the courage to actually create. Kalau bahasa Indonesianya ngarang, gitu ya kan? I mean, it's about visioning, right? Like you make, you do so much, and then until your creation or your vision comes through not only by working, but it's also about influencing others to actually join the bandwagon,
yes,
right? The movement. I mean, like without movement, cannot, because like you don't have all the money in the world, man. There's always heaven above heaven, right?
Of course.
Like so, yeah, exactly. Yeah, cannot, right? Like you have to sort of like inspire.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
I love where you're going with that for sure. Now I wanna rewind a little bit.
Right.
You know, obviously, like I said, I've known you for over a decade. Crazy.
Yeah, dude.
You know, as you said earlier, many hats from the Brightspot, even your furniture and the furniture.
Yeah, the
space,
furniture. Right.
Accupunto,
Right.
I was
Yeah.
remembering all those.
Yes.
Smesco.
Yes.
Dipped in the government space, and one of my personal favorites, Indoestri. Like to me, I felt like that was, you know, of course, you tell the story best, but to me, Indoestri was just even the self-made moniker. Like it was just, I had one of my favorite T-shirts. I think I bought that from you at Brightspot.
Right.
I hate that it's wearing out, but it's one of my favorite. It was obviously something very empowering with that.
Yes.
Bold, daring, unapologetic. But also, I just thought, like, presentation-wise, a lot of my creative friends got introduced to Jakarta via Indoestri. Some of my amazing Norman T.
Right.
These are like interesting guys that are showing in MoMA now.
Yeah.
You know, they were so intrigued when I talked to them, you know, and that was always like a vehicle, like into like properly. I mean, Indonesia is like blessed with so much creativity.
Right.
It's this big mammoth of a country. There's a lot of interesting things going on, but I thought, like, I loved how it was coalesced, you know, via Indoestri. Tell me about that project, what it birthed it, and where things are. I really love that platform.
I mean, maybe first thing first, most of my project, or if even all of my project, it all started with my own needs. It's very selfish, actually. I mean, because if you don't fuel your own quota to wake up the next day and be active and be excited about your new project, it will never happen, right? So, I mean, being selfish in a good way, it's not a bad thing. You know, like you need to, like I said, you need to excite yourself about the possibilities and all that. So during pre-industry period, I was sort of in a state where, I think we all achieved like some kind of success, like with Brightspot, the department, previously, you know, with my furniture thing, red dot design and all that shit, wallpaper, blah blah blah, all that. It doesn't really mean shit if you don't feel it, right? I mean, like, it's all about, like, how do you feel when you get to that pedestal? Like, if you feel shit on top of that pedestal, it doesn't mean anything, bro. It's like why? I mean, like, might as well just like do nothing and still be excited about, you know, like having lunch, you know, like a good lunch, right?
It didn't connect.
It didn't connect. Like it sort of the feedback, like, it wasn't at par with what you're putting out, you know? I mean, yeah, it's understandable as human, you know, you give out and you wanna receive
accolades.
Right, accolades and all that stuff.
It's human.
Right? It's human. So at that time, I felt like maybe there's something missing in what I'm doing. Perhaps like, the keyword here is probably grassroots. Like, yeah, I'm a US graduate, you know, I have my roots planted here, but, you know, after that, it's all very much US, you know, like a kind of experience, mindset. And then going back, also hang out with like a lot of US graduates. My partners are also US graduates and all that. But being rooted, it meant something else if you experience living in another country and then going back, kind of sort of appreciating again.
Yeah, you appreciate it's like a newfound love.
Yes. Like you have to go through that. You know what I mean? Like you have to be like, yeah, fuck this shit, fuck that shit, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need this, right? I need this roots, right? And that's, I think, I mean, that's where the search, begins. It was trying to find, my roots, like in terms of like where do I sit in this creative industry scene, right? Like I think you have to grow alongside your peers instead of like coming up all of a sudden like, okay, here's a platform, it's useful for you, but it's transactional. I mean, transactional means like you take out your calculator, right? Like so, but being grassrooted, that's like blood.
Soul in it.
Soul, like blood and soul, right? Like, I mean, you may forget whatever, but it's still within you, right? Kalau bahasa Indonesia tuh masih ada nggak enak hati, gitu. Right? Kayak like sungkan, gitu kan? Nah, this sungkan, like sort of like it's not so much like I owe you or whatever, but it's more like I understood, you are part of me, and I think with industry, with self-made and all that, it's all about that. It's all about me figuring out and then letting other people also figuring out how they come about. And it's also about process, like appreciating process. A lot of the people who started brands or whatever, any initiatives, I feel like, because we're young, right? Like, well, as an industry, we're very young. They skip a lot of process. In this country, skip a lot of process, right? Because it's such a huge undertaking, and it's also such a huge muscle, like in terms of population and everything. So you tend to sort of like, okay, I just skip that.
You want to get to the finish.
Yeah, finish line, right? Like, and it's not good.
It hurts the end product.
It hurts the end product. It hurts the process as well,
Quality.
So the quality and all that. So self-made was about that. It's about, why don't you take a moment, step back and actually look at the process of how things made and how businesses are created the right way, yeah? I mean, of course, it's subjective, right? But basics.
Yep.
Logic.
Fundamentals.
Exactly. So, I mean, I talked about, like being tahu diri. I don't know what's the English word in that. Like, be mindful. Yeah? Be mindful about what you do and what you're trying to push. Which button to push and all that, and being ethical and all that, because that sets the precedence for long-term. Yeah, success is whatever, right? Success is from here to here, right?
It's relative.
It's relative, but it's a very satisfying type of success.
You can almost sleep well at night. You didn't skip steps.
That. If you're Gen X, you worship the 60s, the 70s music, whatever, and then so on and so forth, right? I mean, like it's just natural, bro. I mean, like if the Gen Z now is loving the 90s, it's just because the gap is there. That 30-year gap is there. Like you respect, right?